Hi, this is Vijay Bambwani, and I'm back with you again to talk about a very important aspect in the market as to how the mind can play tricks on you. Why is it that people hold on to a losing position only to surrender it right at the peak? Or, in the case of long positions, right at the bottom? It's all because of the mind. I remember watching the Rambo series in the 1970s and 1980s. It was Rambo 2 in Vietnam that I saw Sylvester Stallone go into the American air base at Laos and be apprised of all the modern equipment that the American forces have built to kind of infiltrate his erstwhile camp in Vietnam. And then he remarks, all this equipment and machinery is fine. I think the mind is the best weapon. I completely agree. As a behavioral technical analyst, I do completely agree with Rambo that the mind is the best weapon. What I'm about to tell you is not meant to infringe on your religious or your personal beliefs, but this is a study of behavioral science put forth by none other than Charles Faulkner, arguably one of the leading proponents of NLP or neuro linguistic programming. Charles Faulkner basically says that we, in our professional lives, are nothing but an extension of our personal lives. So, how we behave at home, the kind of mindset and personalities that we have, also reflects in our trading and our investments. And how a society behaves at lunch and dinner times in public eating joints, restaurants, diners and dining hall, etc. The way we watch our movies, the way we basically go out and interact with each other reflects a lot about us. He gives an example of how typically Southeast Asians, and Southeast Asians are unfortunately a little less intellectual because of their lower levels of financial education, and more emotional because of a little higher level of superstition and beliefs, personal beliefs. So he says, for example, if you were to actually go out there for a movie, assuming that it is the first day, first show of a movie, and you want to go and see this movie without fail before the movie is house full, you go a little early and stand in the queue outside the box office with this 100 rupee note in your hand. Modern day-to-day lifestyle being what it is, your mind is whirring with 10,000 thoughts about what you're going to do after you reach home. Your boss has given you some assignments. If you're a student, what you need to study after you hit home. If you're a parent, what you're going to do for your kids, etc., etc. And the movie, it is assumed the ticket is exactly 100 rupees and what you're holding in your hand is exactly 100 rupee note. What happens next is, if without realizing you were to let the 100 rupee note slip out from between your fingers, and by the time it's your turn at the box office, you realize the note has slipped, and you look around and you realize that the note has been picked up by somebody, majority of the chances are you will tell yourself, hey, I thought I'll spend 100 bucks on the movie ticket and 100 bucks more on the popcorn and coke. So my budget was 200 rupees. 100 rupee note has fallen. What I'm going to do is fish out another 100 rupee note from my pocket, but I'll cut out the Coke and Pepsi. So still for 200 bucks, I would have seen the movie. Since I've come all the way from home, might as well see the movie. Cut out to scene 2. What if you actually reached the box office, you did not lose the currency note, and you are then given the ticket? Remember, in your eagerness to see the movie, and hey, it's the first day, first show, there's a great chance of it being houseful, you actually have to wait outside for the movie hall doors to open, and in that case, you're holding the movie ticket in your hands. Remember, it's still that 100 rupees, exactly 100 rupees. Because you've reached early, the movie theater's doors haven't opened, You're holding that ticket and you're lost in thoughts about what you're going to do after you go home. You let the movie ticket slip out of your hand. And lo and behold, somebody happens to pick it up and walk away. What happens then? Now, this is something that you need to answer to yourself as honestly as possible. Chances are that in spite of the fact that the financial loss in situation A, where you lost a 100 rupee note, and in situation B, where you lost a movie ticket exactly worth 100 rupees, in the second case, you will feel depressed. You will start to feel that that friend who was requesting you not to go on Friday, first day, first show, because he or she could not come with you, has cursed you. You will start to think that there is some divine message in your losing this movie ticket because God does not want you to watch that movie, or you are not destined to watch that movie. How many times have you been told, "Ye mere takdeer mein nahi hai. It is not in my destiny to do this"? Charles Faulkner asks us this question: where did God, destiny, or divine intervention come into this? Your loss is exactly the same, 100 rupees. If in the first situation, you could fish out another 100 rupee note, cutting out the Coke and Pepsi and the popcorn, why can you not fish out another 100 rupee note, assuming that the movie is still not houseful, and buy another ticket? This is the difference why people, after having bought a stock, ride it all the way down and at the bottom start to feel that they are not destined to make money in trading. Remember, many of us consider trading, or at least the older generation consider trading and equate it with gambling. Believe me, my 80-year-old mother still tells me that I am a gambler because I trade for a living, right? So, I've heard many people say, I tried my hand at trading, it was gambling, I lost my money, मेरा तकदीर में सट्टा करके पैसा बनाना नहीं है. Just because I lost 60% of my capital, I'm going to put this amount of money at 6% interest in a bank fixed deposit, and in 10 years' time, I would have recovered this loss, and therefore, I will never come to the market again. I ask you the question that Charles Faulkner asked you. Where is the divine intervention in this? Like I said earlier, I do not want to hurt your religious feelings or question your personal belief systems. But if you are coming to a market which is mathematical and logical in nature, you need to win with mathematical and logical mindsets. So, by all means, cut out these self-defeating, superstitious thoughts and think mathematically about investments and trades as commercial activity without any kind of emotional baggage. This is the first step towards winning big in the market. It's your mind that matters. Remember, we traders are brain warriors. We fight and win our battles, and we make our money through our brain power. If your brain is cluttered, you cannot win. It's as simple as that. I'll bring you more videos on this sensitive topic in the near future, depending on your feedback. In the interim, if you're watching this video on YouTube, do not forget to click like on this video. Do by all means share it with your family and friends. In the comment section, do let me know what you think of this video and what other topics you would want me to cover about emotional baggage and behavioral science of trading and investments. And do not forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Till we meet again, this is Vijay Bambwani signing off. Please do take very good care of your mind. Thank you.